you've been in the news lately,
Kind
and
of.
and I've been laughing with friends sending me that. I'm like, yeah, man, that's Bobby, and they're like, who? And it's so funny that this meme has snowballed into something so massive. What was your reaction to going viral on
Uh,
TikTok?
Initially, I thought it was someone pulling my leg. It was like, come on, man, because I've told a couple other podcasts this, that I always had this dream that maybe someday, it's like back in my movie when I say he has this delusion that he'll be in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's one of these things I've had on the bucket list of hope to be a viral item, right? And it's like, but of course, this won't ever happen. So, whatever, and no problem. And I thought it was somebody pulling my leg. And they said, no, I'll give you this link and I want you to check it out. I said, all right, why not? So they linked me to X, which was formerly Twitter. And I don't have that app at all. I never use that application, but it took me right over there and opened up. And I saw the thing of the ghoul on there, and I'm saying, "Oh yeah, that's what I do every night, most of the time." I mean, it just makes me feel that way, and blah blah, And they've noted now, he's been doing the same thing 42 years with that song, but it said 3.2 M on the views. It was like, what? It's that stands for million, right? Not K. And I looked, and then an hour later it said 5M. Like, holy shit, man, this is a trip.
And
And I
that's
kept,
just one video.
yeah, I kept going back and forth to that site all day and night, going, I rack them up.
You've really, it's funny to say because you've really caught lightning in a bottle here.
You're not lying, buddy.
Like it's so wild. You've hit the mainstream. You've officially done it. Everyone, every single person I know I've talked to who are not even into metal, it's like, oh yeah, yeah, that's I know that guy.
It is real weird. It was like my health carrier provider. Last week I had a televisit, right, with a nursing assistant or something to say. And I'm talking for a minute, and he stops about 3, 4 questions in. And he goes, "Wait a minute, I knew it was somewhere." He goes, "You're that guy."
You're that wizard from TikTok.
Trip, man. It's like on the airports. I had this real serious faced TSA guy with his gun and all this stuff on, his uniform, come up to me. Came and said, "Are you Robert Liebling?" And I said, "Yes," very seriously. And he goes, "Can I have your autograph?" It just flips me out, man.
It's the timing is so perfect. It's like the
Yeah.
stars have aligned for you and
Wow.
Pentagram. It's
Could not have come
so
at a more opportune time. I mean, no, it's just like the stars were lined up for some reason in favor for one time.
yeah. After this 10-year, gap between records and you're back, talk about, coming back with a comeback.
Yeah,
Like
it's
just absolutely awesome.
it's
Now,
unbelievable. Yeah.
yeah, do you know of that world at all? TikToks and Instagram Reels?
Instagram reels I watch some of, and some of them very much amuse me, and I do get kind of caught up. Once I start watching, I keep leaving them on the one after another. But uh, TikTok, I've never been into TikTok at all. I always thought of TikTok as, well, that's way too white bread wholesome for me. And I'm sorry to use that term, but uh, I just no, I feed into TikTok. It was like, this is for very young people overall, I thought, and so forth. And I never knew the spread of diversity that it uses at all. Because I come to find out they have a heavy metal division part of TikTok. They have
There's every
classified,
part. Yeah.
yeah, and they're categorized that you can go to like for specialty, interests. I didn't know that part at all, and you know, uh, bless them.
Yeah. But
Help them
you've
learn it
gone
works.
beyond that. You're not even in the metal genre. You're in the everything genre. They're putting that format into into scenarios, into jokes, into everything.
Yeah. I mean, I found myself on Reddit and all these platforms I never could imagine. Yeah.
It's
Pretty.
so funny because you just did what every band starting up dreams of. Labels now are telling bands you have to go viral. You have to do
Well,
memes,
I dreamt
you
of it, but
know?
it was kind of a long dream.
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah.
woke
Only
up and
took
it was
50 years.
71 and it happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep grinding. Like you gotta just the grind never stops, and this it hit. It finally hit.
It is a grind too, though. It's not easy with the keeping up. I mean, hey, I'm a tired old horse, man. I've been doing this a long, long time. And,
I'd say you have some more rides in you though.
uh, hopefully so. Hopefully so. I wouldn't trade my life like I've told people for anything, and I love doing what I do, and and so forth. It's part of the fun of life to me.
Yeah, and people I don't think realize that your stare has been around since like the beginning, that iconic, staring at the audience. Where does that originate from?
Well, we used to want to scare them. And it used to be deliberate in the very beginning. It was and now it just kind of happens because it's time to do this. It's not really, it kind of just comes now. And
Yeah.
certain songs, right, the Ghouls like a creepy song and always was. And that was kind of one where, hey, I'm dead. I'm dead and I'm up here, and I'm going to tell you the story. So,
Yeah, have you blinked since 1973?
a few times maybe. Yeah, I used to practice that in the mirror and
Oh, really?
religiously. Don't blink. Do not let yourself blink. Now, uh, they say, well, you can't do it, but so, it's humanly, blah, 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 blah. Wrong. I have, I've come to the point where I out, outdid 3 minutes. And if you try to do this yourself and go in the mirror, after about 20 seconds, your eyes are almost dripping. You will notice I've got to blink. This is screwed up. I can't do this anymore. And I used to sit there until it was like they drip, and I keep them open and keep them. Now it's ad infinitum. The time it's just
Have you thought about doing staring contests competitively?
no, but I
Because
think
that,
they have those, don't they?
yeah,
Probably they've got everything else on the planet.
they'd see you walking and quit.
Hey, what the hell? It's good to be a champion at something, right?
Yeah.
That's
Well, champion of
I tell
TikTok
people.
right now.
Yeah, I tell people though. I say, well, at least I am famous for being a joke.
Well, it's not just a joke. It's your streaming numbers are 4 times what they were. And the
Yeah,
Ghoul is
yeah,
now the top streams. Like it's crazy to see the monthly
yeah.
listeners. It's not just like ha ha ha, move on. This is like help the band at such
Yes,
an
it really
amazing
has.
scale.
Yeah, it rose the profile up, 10 rungs, and that's something that I'm really, really happy inside about. I mean, we have so many new listeners. The Spotify thing was like a month ago, it was around 80 something thousand a month. Now it's like over 400. It's
It's
like, wow.
450, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really staggering, man. I can't believe this stuff.
How's the
And
band reacting to this?
they're just enjoying the ride. We're
Yeah.
in it for for the moment. I mean, that usually, as you probably know, stuff that's viral is just a flash in the pan, and that's why it's happened like that. It's just something that comes out of nowhere like a ghost and leaves quickly too. And there's no telling how long it's going to be, prominently thought about, even, let alone be there. So it's just like having fun for what it's worth, and getting stopped right, left, and sideways in strange places and strange instances by people of all ilks, and all walks of life. I mean, We've gotten stopped by groups of little kids on a field trip. We've gotten stopped by soccer moms group in airports and stuff. I mean, the restaurants, the owners all come up. Oh, Wheels on the house now. Which is not something we expected. So, to say the least, it's fun. And and like I said to one person on Facebook on a post, I said, I really appreciate the hell out of everything uh, of the recognition and the public profile that it's risen out, and all that and made. But I hope that it will also uh, lend to our musical uh, endeavors being a lot more recognized in the future and even sought out and enjoyed by people, because that's why we were in it in the first place, obviously. And that's the bottom line, really, you know.
Yeah, I think it has, man, because I've ridden your coattails a little bit, putting out more TikToks about you from like past podcasts.
Right.
And they've blown up. I had one get
I
not
know.
not to
Yeah.
not to your numbers, but like 80K, which is still a lot. And most of the comments are like, "How have not discovered this band already? How do I not know this band's music?" Because
Right.
Sabbath has so many fans, and I can't imagine a Black Sabbath fan not liking you guys. So all these people are being like, "Oh my God, how have I never heard of Pentagram?" And now they're coming to you. So it's more than just, yeah, it was fun and viral, but now it's over. I
Yeah.
think there's so many fans that are here to stay. I really do.
I really pray and hope so. And it appears right now that way, because the audiences at the gigs, like when we just got back from South America, all those gigs were now, I mean, our audience was averaging like, a much younger than it ever was, like 18 to 35 on the average, probably about 30, 35. Now, there's a lot of people that are like 18 to 21 years old, an overwhelming amount of them. And many, many of them, I never heard of you before, but now I got turned on to this, and it brought my curiosity, to so forth and so on. And I bought a ticket, or I went on and line and listened to the albums, and they really have gotten into us, man. And that makes me feel like, hey, fulfilling a little bit of the dream you have, when you start up. Gee, I want everybody on the ball to hear us, and I want them all to like us too.